She just is not particularly
Doesn't care
concerned
at all.
about us. I'm guessing it was her. But I feel like I heard her a handful of times last night. Thank you. Well, I was kind of, as far as our plan is concerned, today is kind of the day. Like, this is the big day that's left, right? So if we go 5 miles and we're
Pooped.
then like tomorrow we'd be getting up high again, to where if we did decide to spend the extra night, then we could make the arrangements.
Right.
I mean, I am totally up for the stand that night.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can get to that North Cottonwood by today, and I kind of think that we should.
Yeah.
Anyways, because there's water.
If we, like I said, I do think today is kind of the day where we're gonna know.
Yeah.
And then if we're like, yeah, we can't do 8 miles again, then like I said, I mean, I don't mind the idea of doing 5 mile days and then the last morning just having a short hike out.
Sure.
But that would just take some pressure off.
Right.
Yeah, even though last night, looking at another inch of trail, made me want to fall over. When I was over there earlier today, I was looking at the trail going over there. And I was like, ooh, I want to see over there.
I mean, I'm excited. That looks kind of ominous over there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it seems to be moving
quite rapidly.
I think it's probably going to be here within hour and a half.
Yeah.
All right, let's get moving. Yeah, we're gonna get wet soon. It's nice. Now it smells nice. It's cool. Well, I hope that's all for a while. Although the clouds can hang around. I do think it veered a little to the south of us. Yep. It's all the ridge that we walked yesterday is just getting wet. All right, get some hiking in while it's nice and cool.
I think hiking with my dad, there's this, not even a tendency, but an expectation to be present and to direct your attention outwards. When I was a kid, I remember all the time he would ask me if I was looking at my feet, and just making a really specific effort to get me to not look at my feet and be looking around, and there's kind of a certain way that you walk in the woods, and the way that I walk in the woods now that is really intensely focused on not looking down and looking around instead, and not in a way that is always it's not just for fun. It's almost like a sense of duty, kind of, to be actively engaging with the world outside of you, and looking for animals or looking at different types of plants, or seeing just the way that the rocks fall down the hillside, like there's so much more attention to detail. I think that on like a biological level, that's just instinctual. It's just like what your body does, these things, and your awareness expands. But when you can apply kind of like our own, I don't know, I guess intellect to it, that's like there's being able to see the value in.
Sounded like something larger.
And I mean, maybe it's just like a piece that we feel that our body is doing the thing that it's supposed to be doing. And so I think then that suddenly just makes everything feel peaceful. It's like plugging in all the right pieces.
There's a grouse right by the trail. On the trail now.
Here, let me go past you.
Oh, there are two of them. There's one right there too.
Yeah, now it feels like we're out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking back where we stopped when it was raining, that was kind of the first spot where you couldn't see town or anything.
Yeah, I think I'm getting to the point where it feels a little more dreamlike.
Yeah.
Like those last 2 days are kind of a blur.
Yep. Then suddenly you're in this spot.
Yeah.
Totally.
That quote from Gary Snyder has stayed with me since I first read it about 25 years ago. Wildness is the state of complete awareness. I think of it often. To me, it's a challenge. I aspire to achieve that state, a state of complete awareness. Snyder meant it on a deeper level than simply being in tune with our senses and the environment around us. He was talking about a heightened understanding of the world at large, beyond the reach of our senses. But for me, that understanding begins with the turning outward from ourselves and directing our attention toward the life and the land around us, toward everything that is not us. And it's not easy. It's amazing how self-absorbed we've become. We could be in the most amazing places in the world, surrounded by natural wonders, and still be wrapped up in thoughts of ourselves. And in our lives, we're actively taught to tune out the world around us and to focus on the task at hand, our jobs, our specialization, whatever that may be. I'm doing it right now, recording this voiceover. And these tasks rarely require us to be tuned into the world around us, let alone the natural world around us. And now we spend a lot of time staring at little screens that pull us out of the place and time we're actually in and direct our attention away from our actual surroundings. You're doing it now. So it's not easy to try to pull ourselves back into this world and direct our attention outward. But it happens naturally, to some degree at least, when we're outside, out in wild places. And the longer we are outside in wild places, the more that awareness becomes simply a part of how we move through the day. It happens more and more as the days go by on these trips. We become aware of the weather, the feel of the sun and the wind, We're aware of the ground beneath our feet, the sounds in the forest, the smells, the light through the trees, the birds and the squirrels and the other animals watching us move through their homes. At the best of times, it becomes somewhat dreamlike, something other, something different than our day-to-day experience of being. And when we get into that state, it feels good. It feels better than it does when we're not in it. It's a feeling I'm always chasing. And I suspect the more you experience that, the more you are naturally attuned to the world around you, the closer you get to Snyder's state of wildness.
It's funny once you hit, I mean, I know this is a lot easier hiking than what we've had, but you kind of hit the middle of the trip and then the backpack kind of settles in and
Yeah.
you know, it just feels a little bit more
It just feels normal.
normal, yeah. And you guess it's more your body is just adjusting to having it there.
Yeah, there's where we're going.
I wonder if our trail is gonna kind of like hug. Maybe we shoot that gap up there. We go up through there and then up and over that saddle. I don't know.
I think it goes up higher.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool too. It looks cool up there.
we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We're taking a little looser approach to the plan for today. After 2 tough days on the ridge, we're going to go as far as we feel like going and adjust our plan for the rest of the hike accordingly. We've talked about the possibility of adding another night to the trip depending on how today and tomorrow shape up. At the moment, we're hoping to make it somewhere close to North Cottonwood Creek by the end of the day.
Yeah, that was a good stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice getting down into the forest for a little bit. What'd you say? It was 2.4 miles? How far are we gone?
2.6.
So we have like 5.1 left.
And then about two and some change to our highest point. And then it's all dropping after that.
What's the highest point?
Just shy of 9,000. I know we're over 8,000 right now. So we got 900 feet of elevation left.
Oh, we're definitely coming into mountain goat
Yeah,
country too.
totally.
Wow, yeah, that just, we're gonna be pretty exposed for a good stretch.
Yeah.
And it's not, we gotta climb about 300 feet and then traverse for a long ways and then climb
600.
700 maybe.
still getting used to fall hours. I keep thinking this when the sun's coming up that it's earlier and that it's going to go down later.
Yeah. Closing in on the solstice
When is that?
in a week. Week from today.
Huh.
Isn't it 21st?
It was all warm. I took off my shirt and my socks and shoes, and the cloud
I
came
know that
in.
wind's chilly.
Made me cold. Smells like animals.
You can see across where it goes up and over through that
Yeah, I see that.
And
Oh
then-
yeah, there you can see it going across.
hugs and then over.
Ah.
This is pretty.
Yeah,
Really
this is
cool
awesome.
spot.
Hey, goats.
Goats.
That's 5. Oh, there goes one running up.
Oh yeah.
You can hear them.
Yeah. I can just see the one.
There are a couple down in the trees, down below and to the left,
Oh yeah.
which I think is the little one that's bawling.
Having a bad day.
Oh, it looks like there's one down lower too, in the trees that's just come out.
Oh yeah.
There it goes.
It's the one making the noise.
It's funny, I came around that corner and you could smell them.
Yeah, I was like looking down here when you said that. I don't know that I've ever heard them
Yeah, like that.
squeak like that. Oh, there he is. They're up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there are a couple down lower.
I think that's the ones I'm looking at.
Oh, I saw one up higher. Oh, cool. Huh.
He's looking at us.
Yeah. It must have been the baby that was crying. Yeah, there are a couple more in the trees to the left. I keep seeing them moving a little bit. That was very cool.
That's awesome. That was good.
Oh, shit, look at it.
Oh, hello. Hey, buddy.
Now he's right in our trail.
Oh, you stupid autofocus. There we go.
I suppose he's expecting us to move. And then there are those two Cooper's Hawks down there. Look at that.
Yeah, those hawks are right by him. It's crazy.
We're at an impasse. Should we climb up a little?
Yeah.
I suppose he's just gonna sit there. Nope, getting off the trail. Now, I don't know much at all about mountain goats. Is that a male?
I don't know. I have no idea. Things we'll have to look up.
I know. According to the Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, identifying a male adult mountain goat in the field can be a difficult task. Males tend to be larger, more often solitary, have more gradually curved and thicker horns, and lean forward to pee while females squat. The mountain goat in general is an impressive animal. Though the ones we've seen today are in relatively gentle terrain, they will often spend their days at truly dizzying heights. They have specialized feet with cloven hooves that can spread apart, and inner pads that provide traction on steep, rocky slopes. Taylor and I once watched what appeared to be a big male mountain goat run across what seemed to be a sheer cliff face in the crazy mountains a little east of here.
Yep.
He made it look easy.
The mountain goat is native to the western mountains of Montana, but not to the Bridger Range. In 1969, the Montana Fish and Game introduced them to the Bridgers to create a population for big game hunters. A recent count in the Bridgers recorded a record high of 127 mountain goats.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I mean, do they have any predators up here? Do mountain lions eat mountain goats?
It's the only thing that I could think of.
Huh. They have kind of not an unpleasant smell.
Nice musk.
Yeah. I was just started to think about how our sense of distance must change. You know, when you're out in a wild place like this as opposed to in town. Well, yeah,
in terms
just,
of like walking?
Yeah, on some level you're, you know, the more we walk out here, the more these longer distances
compress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think it's you know, I kind of talked about this yesterday, I think, but also just how your perspective of different points on the landscape change, and how
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean when you're doing a walk like this through a place that you know?
or even
a
like
little
this is a
bit?
really good example. Like from over there, that looked real bad. From here, it looks less
Just
bad.
Just bad.
But it does. It shifts,
Yeah.
and you don't really
Well, yeah,
know the reality of it until you're on it.
yeah.
Um,
No, that's happened repeatedly on this this hike. When you're looking at it from a distance, you're like, "Oh my God, that looks impossible." And
Yep.
you get up close and not quite as bad. No, I feel like I'm gaining a new respect for this mountain range.
Yeah. It's burly.
And again, you know, we've talked about it before, just when you know a place, you
Yeah.
know, when you've walked it, it's somehow closer to you, you know?
Yeah.
That light on the valley is really cool.
I don't know. After this little patch, that's
Looks like it might, I don't know, it seems like there might be these little showers like this
yeah.
for a while.
Hammering right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted that to stay over there. So, 3 miles left.
Let's look.
3 plus little.
Maybe. There might be a trail that goes over there. Yeah. I don't know. As far as this says, we shouldn't have to drop down that low.
Huh. Well,
Like we should actually just stay at right about the same elevation and then squeeze. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
elevate-
it says that we should squeeze right through there.
cool. Well, what elevation are we at?
89.47.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because it's 9,000 over there. Huh.
We are at 4.9 miles. Sorry. We're at 4.7. We have exactly 3 miles to go. Roughly. I mean, it's kind of like once we get close to water, down in the bottom of North Cottonwood, then we can do whatever we want. It's 5 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I did not realize that it was that late.
Well, I'm going to have a quick snack, and then I say we
Perfect.
make some time.
Yeah.
There are 2 trails on Taylor's map, and we decide to try the upper fork, not wanting to descend. But what we think of as the trail peters out, and we're left in the middle of a scree field. Unless we missed it, which is a definite possibility, there is no trail where it appears to be on the map we're showing you. We end up traversing across on our own route.
Now we're officially past any point that I've been, other than that far end.
All right, Taylor, explain what's going on here.
So we followed a route that the map said there was a trail. There's no trail up here, but we came up here anyways, and we're gonna go right through that saddle over there and then go camp out on the other side.
And that's the trail down in the bottom.
Yeah.
You can see. All right. Heading for the saddle. Then it's all downhill to camp.
Oh. Okay.
Take a little souvenir.
It's a little wet, but
Yeah.
well, the view up here is kick-ass.
Oh,
So
this place is amazing. This is so cool. This would be fun to just come back up here and camp here.
yeah. Kind of chilly when that sun goes away.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. That's crazy.
This is a pretty special spot.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, this is a discovery. I mean, I'd totally come back here.
Yep. It's funny, I mean, at least for this range, the starting point for most people is like over the hill, and there was going the other way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, now we're getting into the even less traveled part.
Yeah.
Another calm night. It was a good day, but it did stop short of where we wanted
About
to be
a
at.
mile and 1.7 miles, mile and a half.
Not too bad, considering it's mostly downhill too. Well, tomorrow will be. That's the one problem with stopping short of the saddle. There is not getting an
Unable to
eye
see.
on the ground we're going to cover next. Is it meant to rain tomorrow evening as well, or just? Do you remember?
Don't remember.
I don't know.
Wednesday or Thursday. That's what it said. And it only said like 30% chance. It doesn't feel like anything is building. I mean, there's kind of.
No, it looks like clear skies.
Mhm.
I mean, beyond this bank of clouds,
Oh.
at least with our one
Mhm.
limited window. I do feel like we've been just pushing so much, that I'm like, it's a bit of a blur. I haven't thought enough about it, you know?
Yeah, it makes places like wherever you stop special, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about that a little bit, like when we talked about it yesterday. That there's also a certain kind of state of mind that you fall into when you are kind of pushing or like walking that much, and it's rhythmic, and
Oh, yeah.
I think it's great to a certain extent. You know, it's like it just totally
Yeah, it feels good.
clears your mind of anything other than that.
Yeah.
I definitely I like that. You know, I guess that probably a lot of people, you know, run or hike that trail for that like physical
Oh, yeah.
push.
Yeah.
And it's good. I mean, it's like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it feels good. You know, like I feel great.
Yeah, no, I do too. I think it was a good choice to
Mhm.
stop here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some pretty rugged days.
Mhm.
I mean, this was a pretty, this was no piece of cake, but
I loved today. Today was
yeah, it
really
was
fun.
good. I actually, that climbing like that,
Mhm.
I definitely, you do get into that rhythm too, and it's just, you know, the slow and steady
Yeah.
breath. No, it felt good too. For a second there, I thought I was
I don't know. I keep looking
seeing
down
an
there,
elk right on the,
expecting something to pop out.
on the tree line down
Yeah.
there. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
Mhm.